Hey, you guys. Just in time, well, I guess, for the Simply Posh cosmetics reveal. For this episode is dedicated to Simply Posh, but the last two palettes I own 4 palettes in total. I got the Citrus palette and the Aurora Lights palette. Those two are my top. See, I don't know, once I use these color stories, I'm going to have to, like, compare and stuff. But, like, they recently posted their Down to Earth palette. Look at them. Look at the material. Love it. But it does remind me of this, the Coastal palette that they had that I kind of skipped out on too, because I was interested in something else at the time. But now that I'm looking at it, I was like, should I get this one, the Down to Earth palette? I don't know. I have no clue. I might want to get to it. It seems more richer in tone than the Coastal palette. The Coastal palette was such a... First of all, each palette, I love the way that her mind works, because each palette has its own color story that just fits. It just fits the vibe. Okay? And Down to Earth is definitely more deeper, to be honest with you. Even the lighter tone seems a little bit deeper than the Coastal one. So, and I feel like if you have the Coastal and you have the Down to Earth, I feel like those two are very much companion palettes. So let me show you why I'm nervous to use these palettes. I have yet to open it since I bought it and put the shimmers in, because I kid you not, the shimmers are falling apart. She recently shipped in the mattes and stuff separately within the palette, but I don't know, I feel like I'm tripping. My brain is tripping. I feel like the mattes in my Snow Angel is scrambled up, so I'm gonna go look at other people's photos to see how theirs came in, and then I'll rearrange it like that. Thank God they're magnetic, so let me show you real quick. As you can see, I got my Cabin palette, very beautiful. Oh, look at these duochromes. But if you look closely, hopefully, this all happened when I was swatching. Okay, like this almost exploded in my thumb, and I was going real gently. And this, I can see the rim about to pop out. Same with this one. I see the crack. So I'm gonna like deeply press this in. Icicles. Oh, icicles look so fucking beautiful. It's Snow Angel. Then the Snow Angel palette, no pun intended. Like, if you watch my video, you already saw this thing pop off on fucking camera. And I was so upset. I will put the link in, and like, yo, I was so upset, obviously. To see when it comes for formula wise, I love the color stories down, but there's just something with the formula. Like, for example, the shade Cabin, baby, I don't know if you can see the divot. I had to like really press it in, but it's very, very soft. That and Icicles, baby, when I was doing swatches, I almost cried, because the way that Cabin just, I was like, and I only dipped it. And it's such a nice, spicy neutral shade. Like, I'm so upset. But like, yeah, like, and I'm scared to like move it around because of how soft the pan is. I have to like, oh, same with Snow Angel. I kind of see the same thing with Snow Angel. So yeah, and this is Crystal. Same thing, like, and it's very powdery for some reason. I mean, I learned to deal with it. I just got to do my eye makeup first before my face. But it's like very inconsistent. Like the stories. Like, I still want my Fairy Lights palette. That's the only palette. Remember how I said it done busted? Give me one moment. So this fell on camera when I was discussing the palette with other palettes, right? This, bro, done chipped up, and I'm scared. Then I noticed that this is slowly peeling up at the seams. I see it. Hopefully it catches it on camera, but I'm scared to tilt this over because I'm trying to save every last bit possible, because these shimmers are absolutely beautiful, and I don't even think the shimmers are available on the fucking site for me to buy it. And look at the matte. Am I tripping? Mind you, I haven't opened this since I put the shimmers in and decided to show y'all on camera, like, what's up, and then this fell apart on camera. So the mattes came in like this. So I was like, am I tripping? Am I like tripping? I feel like this is out of order for the matte. So I'm gonna go on Instagram and see. But yeah, and like, this is good. This is good. I see this is about to fall apart. This, and this. And it's like, this is only for the recent 2 palettes. So it makes me wonder, like, should I even get the Down to Earth palette if I'm gonna get the same shit? Because it's like, I don't want to buy multiple palettes. Like, I don't want to buy, separate shimmers if it breaks apart when I put it in, and there's no saving it. Like, obviously there was no saving this one because it fell on the floor, and I'm not about to put shit that fell on the floor on my fucking eye. So RIP to Crystal. Crystal would have been such my fucking vibe. Ugh, I'm so upset. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all, and I need to look into my archives to see if I have swatches, because bro, this is nice. Hi, Pouchon. Okay, don't even think about it. I'm gonna do something a bit different for this video. I need to shade my eyebrows. Because some of the color stories are similar, I will be combining both palettes together, or in a way that's like color cohesive. So obviously the cool tones, I see some pinks and berries for like the Snow Angel, and I'm going to mess with like the warmer side, obviously for Cozy Cabin. So that way everything is cohesive, especially if you were like me and bought the bundle. I feel like this is a nice way to like mess with all stuff. You know, I'm pretty confident in the mattes. I love the mattes from my Aurora palette and from my Citrus palette. I love them down. Love the shimmers too. But like, yeah, so yeah, that's the best way for me to get a gauge on how both color stories work. And maybe on future videos, I'll just focus on the palettes individually. But yeah, that depends on me. With that being said, adios for now. Hey you guys, so we're back. And I hope my exposure isn't too damn bright. I turned it up just a wee bit because I want y'all to see everything. So, y'all remember the stuff that we're going into? This is mostly a deep tutorial. I'm going back in with my AliExpress brushes, child, because they're really soft. I like it. Have my base down. I thought that this base was going to be darker, like more my skin tone, but it's actually nice. I actually like it. Child, as you can see, I did it from the last clip. I did rearrange it to how I saw it for other people. Maybe it was me, because I cannot find my swatch stuff. So, honey, it is what the hell it is. And I hope that's not a bruise. Child. Anyways. So I'm going to go into that shade Sweater Weather. And I kind of want to do like a overtone. Oh my god. This exposure is a little too bright. So let me just turn it down a bit for y'all. Is this better? Okay, cool. Be not afraid. I'm sorry. Anytime I do that shit by accident, it's just so hilarious to me. Be not afraid. I need a child. That's one thing. Jesus, I'm trying to get this plastic off. So satisfying. And also, that shade, the Sweater Feather, a lot deeper than I thought it would be. Maybe it's because of the base that I got on, but child, I like it. I like it a lot. This is going to be mostly all over on the outer V, going semi into the crease just a little bit. We're going to tap it in. Just the part where I speed things up. You're going to go into the Cozy Cabin. Going into the shade Hot Chocolate. Oh, no, that's tapped some off. Right over it. Again, another one that I did not take the damn plastic off. So satisfying. Okay, so that is actually a really nice matte color. Okay, sorry, I'm admiring this color so much. Okay, so just really right over those edges. And then I'm kind of leaving upwards over here, but for the brow bone, we're going to choose like a blue color. That blue color that I mentioned. Literally small circular motions with that fluffy brush. Overlapping, that's fine if you overlap. Because this is kind of more softer in tone. Try not to go too far up because that's where that blue was going to go. And got just the base for that too. I decided to go for blue icy blue from the, this palette that's almost broken. But for the base, I kind of want to use certain things I hadn't used before. Like, for example, this matte blue, this baby blue from Sephora. And it's waterproof. Child, I'm just going to, just a little bit on my highbrow. Literally, I think that's it. Just a little bit more. And then I'm going to blend that joint out real quick. I'm going to go back in with that brown shade, Hot Chocolate. Just because I don't want it to be, like, overwhelming. It's like a peekaboo, and I feel like I OD'd a little too much. Just a smidge too much. I was hoping for this to be more cool tone, but, it is what the hell it is. I think it's because the shade Hot Chocolate is more warmish in tone that it kind of took out the cooler tone, kind of neutralized that shade from Snow. Yep. Just a little tiny bit. There we go. Much better. Okay, much better. I'll be back to do my face, and then we're going to finish the eye look. Just know, I already mentioned which ones I'm going to use. I'm definitely going to use this in the inner corner so I can like tap it out. But to be honest with you, I don't want to do it all over the lid. Just mostly in the inner corner. And I want Crystal or Snowflake. You know what? Crystal and Snowflake to be like the center of everything, you know? And who knows, I might use Crystal for my inner corner as well, just to overlap that blue. And then also to highlight the brow from what little I could have. And then use the shade Snowflake, because I like the dual chrome for Snowflake too. So change of plans. Change of plans. But, oh, this is so nice. I'll be back. Literally, my makeup that I'm doing tonight is late in the afternoon. Maybe if I was going to work, I would do, like, make sure that it lasts. But, baby, I'm going to take this shit right back off as soon as I go to Wawa. Get my little, ooh. If you're in the East Coast, listen, Wawa is my jam. Okay, better than Starbucks. Better than Starbucks. With their frozen cappuccino, I like their double shot, and then I add another shot, so that's like a triple shot with extra caramel, because it's like the bitterness of the coffee. Well, you know, not that coffee tastes bitter, but like, you know, that coffee aroma with the sweetness is like overpowering each other. You can that's my favorite drink. If you're a Wawa girly, put it in. I recently saw that they did the creamsicle shit. No, you got me messed up. I hate anything that has to do with creamsicle, mixing soda with cream. I'm sorry, that's not me. That is not my ministry. I remember the first time when I was a kid trying a root beer float. That was terrible. I don't even like root beer. So the fact that y'all mixing like orange soda and ice cream together, or like cream with the orange soda to make a creamsicle shit, no. Miss me with that. And I saw what Coca-Cola did with that cream, that orange cream shit that they got, that abomination that they got. I'm sorry if you feel offended. That seems like a you problem, not me. Okay, let me just finish my makeup instead of roasting y'all for like that. An idiot. I recorded me putting on my foundation with the about face, and I had to pause so I can get my concealer and all the other stuff, because I put myself in another room so I could just go back and forth and stuff instead of having my sink cluttered. But I forgot to unpause it so I can show y'all the whole look. I'm just going to delete the whole foundation part. But let me tell you something. I think I accidentally discovered my 5 to 10 minute makeup routine for my face. Just the face though. Because I always like to take my times with my eyes anyway. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Because I already took my time with my eyebrows. And I like my eyebrows now. Because like it's nice and faded in. And I hadn't set with setting spray yet. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna go in with like a moisturizing one. Like, is this more of a setting spray? I mean, it's a setting mist. This I like to bring life back into, because right now it's looking super matte. So I'm gonna use it to like bring back life into myself. But for the now, yeah. And I like the shade It Girl. It's kind of toned down because I use my Fenty Beauty powder foundation all over the face, including the blush. So that's how I kind of tone down my blushes. Say if I put too much, because you know the Nizamarks, if you're not careful, it's gonna look a little clownish. Now, if you want to be clownish, like right now, I'm tempted to go back in with more blush, but no, I gotta resist that demon telling me to do that. So literally, let's finish this eye look. I feel like, sorry, I still put too much on my thing, but I'm gonna take that shade Hot Chocolate again and kind of put it down below too. Matter of fact, I like the shade Hot Chocolate for like kind of leading up. So with that being said, I'm going to use the shade Hot Chocolate again, but this time just a little bit right here, because I'm kind of liking how it's looking, you know, leading into my eyebrows, definitely leading into my eyebrows. Down my nose for the shade Hot Chocolate. I only like to do it up here because I wear glasses, duh. So I'm just gonna have to leave that in more inwards. But other than that, okay, Hot Chocolate. Hot Chocolate is looking really nice. I do kind of want that blown out effect, but yeah, this is. And today, just mascara, because I don't feel like rustling and tussling when I'm washing my stuff off. But that damn not lace glue. What? No, not lace glue. Lash glue. It's because of the L in glue. That's what it was. And I like overlapping that shade Hot Chocolate just to soften up this look. So nice. So I'm going to go back into Snow Angel. taking that other angled brush and going to that shade Sweater. And high key, if I really wanted to go deeper, sorry, my nose, I could go into Winter Wonder if you want to deepen it up. Like, Winter Wonder looks very deep for me. But for now, I'm satisfied with Sweater. Sweater weather, sweater weather. And that is it. Literally, I'm just gonna see, much better. It's a bit powdery, so kind of dust it off so the powder doesn't fly into your eye. And unfortunately, because I got fucking curly lashes, that shit catches every fucking thing. 4C lashes ain't no fucking joke, y'all. It ain't no fucking joke. And for my mascara today, I'm definitely going to be using that sample from Lancome. It doesn't fully dry all the way down, but you know, it's just enough. Now, for the fun bit. Well, it's fun to me. We're going to go in with this eyeshadow from Sephora. Did I mention it again? It is waterproof, so that's I guess the hard part for me to take off today. Which one is this? Okay, shade 21 Baby Blue Matte. Did I use the right one? Oh my god. Where's my brush? Oh, right in front of me. See, without glasses, I'm fucking blind as hell. I apologize. So, literally, this is sticking right here in the corner. That's all I want. Like light. Like kind of leading almost there, but literally, this is it. Dare I say kind of leading into. That's it. And do the same thing here. Kind of draw a line. I like how sharp this is. And I have to sharpen it up a little bit more. But and kind of leaving the center empty for the shade what is it? Snowflake. That's the shade that I want for my center. Oh, okay. Blend it out a little bit so it's blurred with that same dense ass brush. Just kind of feather, but leaving it right there. So with this side, feather. Kind of want to bring it more in, so I'm just gonna just a little bit. So with this side, just a little bit. One thing about it, it don't move as much, you know. Go into that shade Icy Blue from your Snowflake. I mean, from your Snow Angel palette, and boom, tap. They don't have names on the mat, so I will go in with my stickers and label each one just in case I do want to rearrange it. But like I said, I'm scared to rearrange the shimmer, so the shimmer's gonna have to stay right there, to be honest with you. Oh yes. I kind of want to see how it would be with this kind of skin tone. Oh, it really transformed it up, you know. Pack that joint in, pat. Okay. I'm such a matte type of girly. It was only recently that I became a shimmer type of girl, because the way I would have just left it be more blending and stuff, because like whatever isn't is going to be covered anyways. Do I want an eyeshadow primer? Listen, today you would use an eyeshadow primer. I'm not going to, because I want to take this off as much as possible. I'm not trying to budge proof my shit. So you're going to take your brush that's not broken into your shade Crystal that's not broken. Okay? I'm going to go over that same blue. Oh, it's so pretty. Crystal is so freaking pretty. Why did you break on me? I trusted you. And you betrayed me. And let's not look too deep into it. But I literally want this all over this inner corner to overlap it. And maybe yours is a bit more flaky. Mine doesn't. I mean, it is flaky. I do remember it being flaky before it broke on me. Oh! I don't think you see it. It's just so dang on pretty. I wonder what it looks like on top of a lilac. It's probably going to bring out more of those blues, because I do see blue and lilac in this thing. So let me just kind of smear. Not really smear, because like I said, it's like little tiny balls. And I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible. And then whatever else is literally going to be the shade Snowflake with my finger, to be honest with you. Okay. Much better. If I just take a ball of that pigment that done fell apart and boom, not as much fallout. Probably because it's a broken shade. And literally, I'm going to go into the shade Snowflake. Let me see how it is without me spraying it or anything like that. But literally, I want Snowflake. Much better. Oh, I like Snowflake. Hold up. Snowflake by itself with, if I didn't do like the blues and just stuck with the browns, Snowflake is a nice duochrome to like as a pop of color. Bro, I really like Snowflake. Let's overlap it over that shade Hot Chocolate. But you guys, I'm really liking the shade Snowflake with the browns. I'm overlapping it with that shade Hot Chocolate. I might go back in with the shade Hot Chocolate high key. Yo. Okay, Snowflake. I really like the shade Snowflake. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shut up. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Let's go back in with the shade Hot Chocolate. Just to, not Hot Chocolate. Oh my god, we're gonna go back into the shade Sweater. I want to go back into the shade Sweater and kind of overlap it with that color. Oh yeah. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh. Yes. I don't think it's available, to be honest with you, anymore. I will check on the website, because one thing about Simply Posh Cosmetics, I feel like Cozy Cabin, they brought back Cozy Cabin, but there's one palette that I wish they brought back, and that's that Fairy Tale one. Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again. Oh, but then again, I was so new to indie brands that I didn't know any better. I would have grabbed it when I had the chance, but back then I would just stick to my old reliables. Lately, I haven't been like exploring new brands. Like Electrum is new to me. Last year, Simply Posh was new to me. I just stick to who I know and what's unifying, you know, popular, you know, like Cleona, Terra Moons, that stuff. Even though those are all brands I tried last year, babes. Oh my god, look at it. You know what? Don't worry, I'll put mascara on a bit later, but I need y'all to look at that shade Snowflake with the browns. Obviously, that the shade Icicle is very much neon on top of that blue. So let's turn it down. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I forgot to, damn, y'all see that shit? Bro, Snowflake? I don't know. Clearly the star of the show is Icicle over that blue shade. But high key, I think it's Snowflake. Snowflake might be my jam. Like that duochrome over that brown, high key, I might have to repeat that for my casual spicy, you know, my spicy neutral looks. Okay. And I cannot wait to recreate my nails on my eyes. It's mostly going to be only 2 colors. I'm thinking about just using this entire row, Sweater, Frost, and Ice Skate, because Ice Skate is going to be the main star for everything, because it matches closely to my nails. Y'all can't see. Y'all cannot see because I have it on. I just need to dip into, real quick, let me dip into Icicle, because I forgot my eyebrow for a little bit. Who am I kidding? I completely forgot until I made it. Hold on. Let me just. Ooh. Oh, y'all. Bitch. Y'all. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Don't talk. Oh, yeah. You see that? Bam. More subtle. I'm just going to be more subtle with it. Because if I take a little tiny flake and like spread it around, it's going to be even more intense. Oh, my God. Bitch. Kind of wish I went full glam. Shoot. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to go with a e.l.f. gloss real quick. I have it right here. It's the shade Opal G Tour from e.l.f. That's just it. I feel like my lips are natural lip liner, lip shade combo, and it's already hydrated from my Bella Beauty bar. So, literally, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to slap it on. This is my lip combo. That's it. My natural lips and a shimmery. I like this shade, actually. Oh, yeah. Imagine if I had that Fenty Gloss Bomb. The new one with the icy. Bitch, you couldn't tell me nothing. Oh. It's a bit grainy because of the glitter, but other than that. First of all, let's get into the... Yes. Don't look too much at my hair. Okay? I'm growing it back so I can wax that shit off. PCOS is a bitch, okay? Shut up. I'm not even going to put highlight, to be honest with you. Oh my God. I'm loving it. Okay, that's it for this first look, okay? I'm going to take a few pictures and then I'm out. I got to go to Wawa, okay? Mama needs her drink. Hey, not TikTok, hey, YouTube. I'm back. This is the second look for, you know, Simply Posh Cosmetics. I'm going to be focused on the Cozy Cabin. As you can see, the material of what we're going here. To be honest with you, I did mess up. I should have known, because like this brown has some red undertone for Jimmy. I thought it was more brown. but it gives off more red, especially when you mix it in with the orange. But I'm gonna use very tiny little bit, and we will do the same thing that was on this eye. Okay, so give me a moment to prime my eyelids, and literally that's it. Alrighty then, we are back, and today with the Cozy Cabin, we're gonna go in with the shade Chimney. I should let this dry down a bit, don't I? Because I did literally just do it. Oh well. Oh wait, before we go into the shade Chimney, we have to go into my bronzer shade pan and kind of soften the edges, especially by my brow area, just for a nice transition weight on top. So we're just gonna pat this in. Whoopsie. Just literally around the edges. Let me do the same thing here, kind of leading up towards my brow. So it's an illusion of a little bit of nose contour, even though I barely be doing nose contour. Okay, much better. Just as a next transition shade. Oh, that purple is calling to me, but I need to stick to what I got. Okay? So with that shade, what the fuck? With that shade Cabin, not Cabin, Chimney, you're going to very deeply go in. I made a mistake over here. Yeah, well, acknowledge that in my TikTok when I get around to editing it. But literally, I'm just gonna keep it in this general area. I made a mistake by carrying it all the way up here. I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it out here, to be honest with you. That was my first mistake, because this is more red in undertone. Now, let's go into the shade Comfort of your palette. We're going to do that mostly all over this bottom lid. The transition shade is going to be Toasty, because we want to keep within that orangey. You know what? I might overlap it with the shade Toasty, because I kind of wanted a more toned down orange. With the same fluffy brush that you did for your bronzer, you're going to go into that shade Toasty and all over. Oh, these blend like a dream. It's powdery, but they do be blending. So yeah, right there. See how it kind of softened it up? Literally overlap it a little bit to kind of give that yellow orangey look, because this is more like, this orange is more, I want to say red orange, but because the brown is more red in tone, then you got a red fireplace, and then Comfort is, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to take this all over the lid to kind of make it into a more yellow orangey, the way I want it, to kind of tone it down just a wee bit. And literally, of course, taking it up towards that bronzer that you had, and do the same thing down here, winging it out for a more blown out effect. And then go back and forth if you need to. Like, already I'm liking this side better. This one is a bit more grungier because of the Chimney shade. So with your wiped off brushes, you're gonna go into the shade Woods, which is more of this forestry green. I like it. It's like an army green, dare I say. And you're gonna connect. And then go in with this brush again, also Woods, but like right there. Literally pack it in. Oh, and just pat. And then stop at the halfway point, because whatever mistakes is going to be blended in with the Chimney. Well, not the Chimney, the shimmer. Oh yeah, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I'm fucking talking about. And then boom. With your wiped off brush from your microfiber, go into the shade Rustic. Rustic is going to be on top, overlapping, of course, that army shade, to kind of tone it down, take it down a bit, and into your crease and a little bit more up. There we go. Yes, yes, this is what I'm talking about. And Heike, don't forget to kind of overlap it just a little bit to tone it down. I like this. I like this formula, you know? I need to play with it a bit more. Because besides that, those two previous formulas I had, oh yeah, it's just the shimmers that I have an issue with it exploding all over me. It's too late though. And I do want it blown out down here, to be honest with you, so I don't mind it. You see that? Boom. That is it for the mats. Feel free to go back and forth, but I got places to be. You're going to take your packing brush, as soon as I can find it without my glasses. You're going to take your packing brush, okay? And On one side, you could like, you know, flip it over. But on one side, you're going to go into the shade Crackling Fire, which is a duochrome with orange. And what I see is green. And that's why I wanted this combo. When I saw those two shades, I was like, yeah. I was going to go with Warmth, but Warmth is too orange and golden. Crackling Fire is just right. Like, perfect amount of orange and greens in this duochrome. See that shit? If I like overlap it a little bit with that green, which it will be, it is given, it pulls out more of that green shade. So that's why I'm like, yeah. And it's going to be straight up here. Oh, yeah. Yep. And then with the other side, that did not touch, you're going to go into the shade Pine. Pine is definitely golden green that I'd be seeing. So, but literally, oh, so pretty. I'm going to meet it together. Meet it together. And kind of go along your crease. It's okay if it goes a little bit over because I want a more blown out effect, you know? But yeah. Oh, yeah. And when they meet, just gonna blend those two together. It's so pretty. It truly is so freaking pretty. I'm gonna take this tool to help with my eyeliner because I always struggle with that. Okay, we are done with the look. I put some mascara on and a dark brown eyeliner. I should have flicked out over here, but whatever. It is what the hell it is. And some mascara that is from a sample. But let me tell you something. On my lips, I'm wearing the DD Signature. I'm wearing too much DD Signature lip combo in the shade Espresso. That lip gloss, that, you see that glitter a little bit? Just a little bit. If you see this wetness, it is the Shop Miss A. Girl, as I'm filming this, I went on TikTok. Tell me why I found out that Shop Miss A is discontinuing the pink one. Bitch, what? I'm glad I got so much during their sale. But, like, nah. Like, I hope they bring it back as, like, you know, to reformulate or something. But, nah. Like, you got me messed up. For real, for real. Stuff. I learned from TikTok that there's two of them. I have mostly the pink. Like, a lot of pink. Like, I got 20 because it was so damn cheap. But I learned that, you know, this waterproof is mostly for eye-based stuff. And use it for lips. Like, that's what the makeup artist, at least on TikTok, taught me. Like, yo, the pink one, great for lip combos. Great for, eyes if you want them to last. But if you want your face, like regular face stuff to last, 1 or 2 drops of the yellow cap. And I will be buying the yellow cap. It's $3. So I will be buying some to the TikTok shop. But I literally just use 1 drop of that and put it right here. And kind of mix it in with the liner a little bit. Kind of run it through. And it ain't budging. I don't know how the formula is without it. But it looks, but considering how very creamy it is for the liner when I swatch it, probably not that much for lasting. But let me tell you something. Oh, I wonder if it works with gloss. I'm gonna test it out. When it comes for using it for your eyebrows and shit, what I like, so I made a mistake by dropping too many drops in here. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Just 1 or 2 drops is good for what you need. Which means that my lifetime supply will last me till I'm 80. So as you can see from my Anastasia dip brow, it looks like wet. Because number one, I always keep my cap back on, and also because I dropped too many drops. I don't know how many drops I did, but basically once it's like nice and creamy like that, baby, my eyebrows don't fucking move. Let that shit dry. My eyebrows don't fucking move at all. Like, I'm just like, I'm in shock. And for the blush today, I did use the shade Jubilee, I believe, from Danessa Myricks. It's a terracotta shade. Yeah, I ain't tripping. Jubilee, you know. And for powders, of course, Juvia's Place, Tan, Mama Mitchell, highlights in the darkest shade that they have for the palette. Today I used Blaze and Luster. So that's it. And yeah, Fenty, the Fenty powder and foundation powder in the shade 360. That's from my face, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I need to set my face and then put some more powder around my nose area so that way when I put my glasses on, it's less of a mess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye. Hey, you guys, we're back. So let's kind of turn up the brightness just a little bit because there's light from the outside coming in and here. So and it's kind of drowning me out a little bit. But what y'all think of my base? I used the It Girl. I wish it was more neon-y, and I'm thinking about adding another color to my blush. If not, then to the high points leading into my concealer, because it's cute or whatever, but after the powder, after everything else, it kind of comes off like a regular pink instead of like a bright bubblegum pink that I was hoping to achieve with this. I could add more because it is a balm to powder finish, but nah, I'm thinking about using something else. I'm not sure yet. Give me a moment. Today, we will be playing with Snow Angel. I meant to play with it yesterday, but yesterday was hectic as hell. Actually, I meant to play with it on Saturday, but Saturday was hectic as hell. And I didn't get the chance to do it. But based on the swatches I did that day, we will be going with Winter Wonder, Flurries, Bundled Up, Snowdrift, and Snow Angel. And I thought about putting Snowdrift in the corner, but when you put, since these are duochromes and you put them on top of these colors, it's going to pull out, depending on the base, the other shimmer. And this has been pulling off that pink shimmer that I was hoping that Angel would do. And Angel, surprisingly, like, it doesn't look like it, even to my naked eye, but it does have silver undertones that, that once I put it on top of, is like, nah. Angel, as deep as Angel is going, you see how deep Angel is? You would think that would go so well as the center. No, it's going to go in the inner corner because it pulls out, once I'm done with all the colors, with the matte colors, it's going to pull out that silver. So that's the goal. Okay, I'm thinking about putting Bundled Up over here and then go on top with Flurries. And then, because I always go in deep, the deepest to the lightest colors. No, not today. I want to test it out. So give me a moment. And I'm testing out something else today. Obviously, I'm not going to do a whole hour test. I'll probably do that. Should I do it again tonight? Because I'm going to wash this off. But I kind of want to test it out. Where people have been using the Danessa Myricks Clear Universal Balm as a setting powder. I did it today. My face feels very glowy. Maybe if I use the one size instead of the Morphe one, it will give me a different story. But shit, it's giving flawless. And mind you, underneath here, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can see it. You see some of my hairs, but like without the makeup. Today, I went in with this because I want maximum coverage with very little product. And this is it. Okay? Especially if you have, listen, if you like me, obviously you're going to see the hairs. But right now, I'm continuing to let it grow. I'm trying not to shave it off today, but I'm trying to make it grow even more than it already is. Even though you can't really tell. Danessa, I love you. So I can wax my face off. So, we're going in. So this is going to be a silent one where I point to think, oh, did I use Snow Blanket or Bundle Up? I feel like I used Bundle Up because it was more purple in tone gray. You see? I mean, it clearly is a gray, but it's more purple based. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's get started. Hey y'all, as usual, I'm going with the shade, my bronzer shade, towards my brow bone area. So anything that kind of accidentally goes upwards is nice and blurred. Then with that same brush, one tap, literally, you saw that one tap, we're going to go into the shade Bundle Up. And I'm going to pack that joint in. I realized in my first mistake for the first eye that I definitely should have brought it down even further, so that way it's a smoother transition when I go into the shade Flurry with that same brush. You see how it packed it in? Like, it went in too deep, so I ended up having to overlap it with the shade Bundle Up, at least for like the part that I wanted to be light. So next time, just pack it in. And Flurries is going to be all over the lid, duh. But as you can see, I went back in with the shade Bundle Up. Realized my first mistake when I did that. So, boom. When I went in with that shade Flurries, you see how nice and soft it is towards where I put more of the shade Bundle Up is. Kind of toned it down a bit. Then I'm going into the shade Winter Wonder and kind of making a cat eye, like halfway towards my lid for the crease area and bringing it down, because as above so below. Matter of fact, I ended up going back in with the fluffy brush, mixing Flurries and Bundle Up together so I can blend underneath my eye. But yeah, that's it for the mattes. Girl, this is my failed attempt at trying to show y'all these shimmers and how they kind of pull off versus in the pan. So I'm going into that shade Snowdrift all over the lid. You see, like, if you own Snowdrift, you see what I'm talking about. Like, it's blue to pink and or purple, I should say. But look at it. Look at it. I thought the blue would come off. No, no, no. Based on the mattes, it's pulling in that pink. And then with your inner corner and for the brow bone, you're going to go into the shade Angel. Yes, Angel, it's in the pan, it clearly looks more mauve and pink, but no, on top of these colors is coming off more silver. It's so freaking pretty, and I ended up using it on top of my lip combo. Bro, I'm so obsessed. All right, y'all. This is the final look. Y'all, it's getting bright outside. Y'all. This is a mostly matte. I thought about putting a gloss on, but I realized I don't have a clear gloss. I definitely should. Should I get the MAC one? Everybody loves the MAC. I'm not too sure. I'll probably stick with NYX and then build myself up from there. But look at this look, y'all. The same highlight, the same eyeshadow Angel is on my highlighter and on my lips. Bro, don't look too close at the hair. Pay attention to the makeup. For my lip combo, I used Rebel Con from NYX, and I was about to use Acting Natural from MAC, but I hadn't used the extra cream from Mama Mitchell, so I decided to go with extra cream and just pat it in. Pat it in. I ended up patting in too much, so I went back in with the liner to blend. Bro, I'm so obsessed. Let's turn down the exposure because I want to see the sparkle. Oh, babes. Look at that joint, bro. Look at it. Like, bro, I'm so obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? Bro, I'm like really obsessed with it. And of course I went in to add more blush because I felt like I need to bring more. After the powder, after the setting and everything, I was like, nah, I need to put more color back into my life. So It Girl is a blush I'm using. Next time, if I ever recreate a look similar to this, I definitely want to up tailor pink. Just to experiment, like an ombre effect. You know what I mean? Actually, I do. I could use like that lilac shade from that Ube cream from Huda Beauty. Bruh. Look at that. Look at that silver. That just pops. Okay, let me go outside real quick. Okay, we're outside. What do y'all think? Oh my God. Child, I would step in that area where I see direct sunlight, but I see a whole bunch of spider webs and I'm not trying to get caught up in that. I'm terrified of spiders, just so you know. I am killing it. Don't ever take me to Australia. Bro, just, yes, you're not going outside today. Sorry. That's my misbehaving son. He drives me nuts. I don't trust him to go outside, but the other cat I do because she was a stray. Y'all, like, I'm so excited. I wish I had a clear gloss because most of my glosses have like glitter in them, so I can't use them. I have the Danessa clear gloss. I'm so dumb. Sometimes I'm so dumb, and I bought the whole entire case. Oh well, it's too late. I'm already outside, bitch. This is the final look. Okay, so final thoughts on the palette. To be honest with you, mattes, smooth as butter. It's my first time going from lightest to darkest, and these colors clearly layered very well, and they mix well because that blue, no, not that purple gray tone worked so well when I went in with the other shade that I went all over the lid for, right? But when I noticed that, you know what, it's showing up a little too dark, I went in with that purple gray to lighten it up, and I'm so glad it did. It wasn't patchy and anything. Same with Winter Wonder. It wasn't, you know, going crazy. Child, scared the fuck out of me. Here, sir, you're not going outside. Boop, boop. Sorry. So, anyways, Winter Wonder wasn't acting all patchy when I layered over that dark, all those three powders I went back and forth with, it wasn't patchy too. So the mattes, yeah, it's powdery, because like you dip in once, a little bit of powder everywhere, but that's fine because it wasn't patchy, at least on me. Shimmer, love it. The formula, I do notice, compared to the last two palettes I have from the Citrus to the Aurora Lights palette, bro, there's clearly a difference because they're really delicate and I'm scared. Like some of them are more hard pressed to the pan, like the shade Angel, which I use as a highlight. I can tell it's more hard pressed. You know, it's not gonna break as often, but the others, I'm like, tread lightly. Okay, and that's with just this palette. It's no Angel. The other palette, I even noticed like around the edges, like, okay, like if I'm not careful with storing this, or like, you know, sometimes I'm not as delicate, you know, I noticed that it's probably gonna break. It's gonna break soon. If not now, then the next time I use it. That's what I noticed around like the edges and stuff. So I'm going to get a towel and press the shimmers. That's my only negative thing about the palette, is just the inconsistency. That's what I noticed. And one of them, of course, came so delicate that it broke the minute I did the swatch. I still remember. I need to look into my other phone because I need to charge it up, do all that stuff. I ain't doing that shit today. But yeah, that was what I noticed. So yeah, for now, this is it, y'all. This is it. Yeah. Other than that, these color stores are so good. I'm debating whether or not to get the Down to Earth palette. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too sure about that. But you know what, by the time that I wanted the Coastal palette, it was already sold out, never to come back again. I kind of wish that they, just like how they did with this palette, where they had the Snow Angel and the Cozy Cabin palette as a dupe, like you can buy them together. I kind of want them to do the same thing with Down to Earth and Coastal. Just putting my thoughts out there, you know? So yeah, that is it. And y'all, I don't want to wash it off. I want to put on gloss just to see how it is. So bye for now, until the next episode or next video that I got going on. Okay.